This is how I plop. You bloody well what? How I plop. How I plop. Pickles and shallots from the shops in these pots and these pans make you plop in your pants if you don't properly rinse them. This is how I plop. You bloody well what? How I plop. How I plop. Pickles and shallots from the shops in these pots and these pans make you plop in your pants if you don't properly rinse them.
We're cooking with Julio Castellano Hodgson, and so Julio, tell us a little bit about yourself. What sort of restaurants have you worked at?
So, welcome all. I'd like to start off to my Adrian's kitchen and balcony. I've worked in restaurants in Sydney such as Otto's, Long Grain and Icebergs. Then also I've just gotten back from London a few weeks ago working in Zuma and at a law firm doing in-house catering, which was fabulous.
It's pretty excellent. Huh?
Besides that, also Madrid. Also Madrid.
Yeah.
It's great. Doing like Michelin star kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And today I'm going to show you guys how I'm making a chicken saltimbocca with a blue cheese polenta, a gnocchi mushroom, and Swiss brown sauce.
Yeah.
Chicken saltimbocca is basically going to be the chicken meat with sage with prosciutto wrapped around it and then baked in the oven. And
So what's that green shit you got there, mate?
I like to call it broccolini.
Right. But other people, what do they call it?
Broccolini, I think, is generally just called broccoli. I think what it actually is, though, it's a hybrid of like asparagus and broccolini, kind of like bred together,
Yeah.
or like grown next to each other, or kind of like genetically modified. I don't think it's a naturally occurring. It's one of those new like spices. Hygienic for you today.
Yes, so it's that you wash your vegetables, don't you, mate? That's pretty good.
So the mise en place is basically means it's a French term meaning everything in its place.
Yeah.
And then I want me to pay $100 for the next one and another $100 for the next one. So this is sage. Have a smell.
Is sage animal, or is it a vegetable or a fruit?
I think it's a reptile.
Is it?
By the feel of it. Me cooking to dubstep. Me cooking to dubstep.
For the good times.
Thigh today. Oh no, that turned the gap that on. Where's the other?
Shouldn't wash mushrooms. Why is that?
Because it, contrary to belief, washes off some of the flavours. Anyway, here we've got our veg.
Veg? Why are you putting that lobster in? Is that lobster?
Lobster?
What kind of mushrooms are they?
Oh, these are gnocchi mushrooms, which are very lovely. They're Japanese.
Gnocchi? We're making gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Oh, right.
Gnocchi.
Oh, right.
Japanese.
So we're cooking Japanese, are we?
No, we're cooking Italian. We're cooking Italian with a bit of Asian influence.
Oh, good. So you rate long grain food better than Otto?
Yeah. Me personally, I do, but it's a totally different style.
Long grain's Kazakhstani food, is it? I know they do a good Uzbekistani fish, don't they?
Oh, that's the gefilte fish stew with pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's well, the story goes that there was Chinamen that moved to Uzbekistan back in the day,
Yeah.
and they brought this fish, and they ended up feeding this fish on borscht for a long time, and then they grew long moustaches of this fish.
Yeah.
And then after they cultivated it for 20 years, they started to make this this soup,
Yeah.
or the stew rather,
Yeah.
the Uzbeki fish stew.
Yeah. But by then it's not even a fish, it's like a flamingo, isn't it?
Well, it starts off as a tadpole,
Yeah.
for starters.
Yeah.
People are known to eat those tadpoles through straws.
Yeah. Dang.
Lovely line of garlic.
You're gonna snort that. You're gonna snort it. Do chefs snort a lot of speed, Goey? Is that what happens? No. Why would pots be there, mate?
So
I always see that in the supermarket. I don't know if it's shit.
We sniffed it earlier in the aisle.
Yeah.
And you agreed that it was quite delicious.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
actually good Danish.
Yeah. Blue vein. Can you taste the vein?
It's not very veiny.
No. It's not pulsating.
It's more like what do you call it?
Thrusting.
Creamy.
Creamy as well. In the end.
Maybe quite spider veiny.
Yeah.
Blue vein. I missed.
We're cooking steak. What is that? What did you do just then?
So this is a trick to release air into containers. You do that click.
Yeah. And then it's easy to open.
Yeah.
And then even if you're a girl, you can open it.
Yeah. Like you could open it quite well.
But I could open it anyway. But I wouldn't need to puncture a hole. I notice a lot of that stuff is canned. Like we don't have any fresh tomatoes. Why is that? Is that something you learnt as a Spanish boy, as a little Spanish boy?
Well, if you can come up with a good way to do your own sun-dried tomatoes at 6 o'clock on a Friday.
We do have a tomato.
Okay.
So you chuck in a fresh one as well.
Yes. So right here I'm doing all the sauce ingredients.
Yeah.
This is going to be the like caponata.
Hey, again.
Cans these, tins these days. Oh, last box.
What are they? What's wrong with tins these days?
They seal them very airtightly, you know?
You sound like an old Spanish man right now.
Not everyone knows that they play Scrabble in Spain.
Did you get fired from any places for putting your fingers in everything and sniffing the cheese?
I've actually never been fired, believe it or not.
That's why I chose you for this segment. Yeah.
I shine like an immaculate artichoke chopper. Should drink the liquid.
You would.
Well,
they seem unripe.
That's the beauty of them, that they aren't they're young olives.
They're young olives.
They also make a wine out of them called, it's like a young summer's wine in Spain. These olives are spectacular. Like, they're just young and delicious.
Yeah. You got a taste for them as a little Spanish boy growing up in Madrid.
They're like apples, they're delicious.
Like they're alright, but they're not my favourite. I like them a bit more dead. They're like alive, they're still alive.
All this madness basically is going to go together as my sauce. So what we're going to have is
You're a
we have a
madman.
nice salty, sun-dried, tomatoey, bitter sweetness from this garlic I'm going to caramelize up. Artichokes are already quite sweet.
Yep.
If we had fresh ones, it'd be better. We're going to keep all this oil. Don't waste that.
Yeah.
Don't listen to anyone that washes their chopping board after chopping up.
No,
Preservatives.
sometimes I don't wash my chopping board for like 6 months.
That's why you have weird things growing out of your face,
No, that's my nose.
Here's our veg, here's our sage, here's our queso. Queso azul, blue cheese. Oh, see, I should have done the knife
You
thing on that.
should have done the knife.
I might make that my trademark. Just knife everything first.
Yeah. I knife my like soft drinks and shit.
Even the milk in the morning.
Yeah.
I just
They do say, Julio, how much do you agree with this? Tell me. They do say don't cook with wine that you wouldn't normally drink. What do you think about that?
Because what's the point of using cheap ingredients ever?
Yeah, ever.
But
yeah.
think about
well said, mate. Fuck.
some of the best peasant food came from cheap wine.
Yeah.
So maybe there is something to do with the cheap wine flavour that accentuates flavours. I'm not sure. It's may contain milk products. That's what it might have in it.
That's all it is. It's just the milk.
It's pretty dry and classic.
Yeah.
We will know a lot of things.
Yes.
Look at this amazing Australian garlic. See, like Australian garlic.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You get bonus 50 grams extra.
For it being Australian, is it like a bit of a sorry? Sorry, it's Australian.
It's a bit like,
it's
a bit like Dubbo garlic. Back to the subject at hand, which would be wrapping up
ham.
So that's.
Is it time for the ham?
It's time to open the prosciutto. So now we're opening the prosciutto. Once again, I use the knifing technique.
That you can open a lot of things with the knife, can't you? It's classic. It's a classic trick.
Alright, so once again, everything in place.
So impressive, mate. Why have you got that out? Is that going in the sauce?
No, this is to clean the chopping board with, because we're about to use chicken after chopping it.
So, and that's not good, because I thought that's better. Up the chopping board for a sec, mate.
Oh, this is a little secret trick, so your chopping board doesn't slip.
Oh.
I actually have ones of these made out of like special material.
I just got a boner. Hold on, look. My boner hit the camera a little bit.
Look at that, beautiful.
No,
Right.
Fantastic.
Let's continue with this. So once again, clean chopping board now. It's a cheesy knife.
It's chook time. This is a little moment we like to call chook time.
Chicken, chicken, chicken heads. Chicken, chicken.
It's not very good for free-range chicken.
Chicken, chicken.
No. Why? Why are you saying that?
Chicken, chicken.
Come here.
Get a close up of it.
Yeah. What are you doing?
So we got these lovely thighs. I always like to check.
Touch and touch. You like to touch.
We open them up with this. We got this lovely fresh sage. I'm gonna put it in the middle. I'm gonna take. What's wrong with chef hands?
Chef hands are disgusting, and it's ironic because they are the ones that are touching all the food that we eat. But anyway, yeah. So you do that, and what? So you put a crab in there, and what is the green stuff? It's a crab, is it?
No, it's sage.
Sage. Right.
Such a fool.
Yeah.
Then we're wrapping it in this slice of prosciutto.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you tie a knot, or it'll just do that?
Tie a knot.
No, like do you? I have seen that, but that's more in a stew sort of environment, in a more stew
sausagey
situation. Yeah.
Get away with that.
Yeah, you sort of you tie
I'm
it
very
with
happy with this prosciutto.
with rope, with twine, but you're confident enough. You think this will stay and it'll be good.
It will work.
Okay. We were saying the thighs. We reckon we just generally rate the leg better than the breast, don't we, mate? We came to that conclusion generally at the supermarket.
Well, I just think it's sometimes tastier meat.
Yes.
I don't know. Breasts can dry out quite a lot.
They dry out and they're
people-
tough. I find them tough.
Think breast is like the best, and it's just not to me. After
Yeah.
cooking for all these years, like
Yeah.
anything I make, I try and if I make like a chicken burger,
Yeah.
secret to that is always mix like thigh meat and a white meat. You always use one red meat and one white meat.
Yeah.
Thing with thigh meat is it's red meat.
Yeah.
It's a pink meat.
Pink meat.
And
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people that are very prissy or whatever and don't know that much about food think that pink meat is the lower quality, when I disagree.
Yeah.
I think it's higher quality.
You beg to differ.
I beg to differ. I don't agree with that at all.
No. No, well, as we said, people like breast in general. That's the more popular cut of the chook, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but I think it's just because I don't know. If breast is cooked well, it's leaner and it's probably cleaner.